Hi, I'm glad you could join me again today. And they say sometimes you save the best to last. And this is our last show of the 7th series. So maybe this is the best. Today, I've got a little bit of different effect going here. I've already covered the canvas with liquid black around here and then liquid white right in here. And then sort of just blended it together. So I tell you what, let's have them graphically run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint this painting with me. And they'll come across in the same order as I have them on my palette. While they're doing that, let's go on up here and get started and have some fun. I'm going to put a very colorful little sky in here. We'll make a happy little painting. I'm going to a touch of Indian yellow. Just a touch, just a touch. Pull a little bit of that out, tap it into the bristles, just like that. Just gently tap. Okay, let's go up here. Now, maybe right in here, very lightly, just making little crisscrosses. Just bounce in some happy little colors. There we go. That quick, that easy. Without cleaning the brush, I'm going right into a touch of alizarin crimson and just tap a little of that right onto the brush, okay? And maybe we'll just float a little bit of that here and there. There we go. Nice warm colors. This is a happy sky. There. This is one of those paintings that should make you relax and just really, really enjoy. Very soft and very quiet. Okay, now then. Once again, without cleaning the brush, I'm going to go right into Van Dyke brown and a little touch of the blue. Little touch of the blue in the Van Dyke brown. Okay, let's go right up here. Now, all of this is mixing with the liquid white, and all these effects just happen. I don't want to kill all these little colors. There we go. Just want to lay a little of this around right now. See there? A little bit right in here, wherever you want it, wherever. Okay, let me clean this brush. Scrub it off. Scrub it off. Shake off excess. And just beat the devil out of it. Okay, now with a clean brush, I'm going to go back in here and then we'll begin blending all of this. Just making little crisscross strokes. And it doesn't hurt to take your brush and go over here and pick up a little bit of this black and bring it back in. Just transfer some of this color back and forth. If you want to dull down an area, you can pick up a little bit of liquid black, bring it right back in, and dull it down. That easy. That easy. This liquid black is very good. You know you're going to have big dark areas in your paintings that are going to be big shadow areas. Very quickly you can block all that in and it saves you a lot of time. And I'm lazy, I always look for an easy way to paint. There. Just blend this till it gets to just the way you want it. There we go. Just stroke across it, that takes out all the brush strokes and you're in business, ready to go. Okay, that easy, we got a happy little sky. Let me grab my old round brush here. And let's mix up a little bit of, we'll take some crimson and some blue and make a purplish lavender color, whatever. More crimson than blue. Okay, let me clean the knife off. I'll take this round brush and tap it. Just tap it right into the color. There you go, see there? Just tapping. All right, let's go up here. Now there's some little trees back in the background. So, very lightly, just barely touching the canvas, begin laying in some happy little shapes right here. How do you want this tree to look? Where does he live? See there? That easy. Just let your imagination go in here. Pop in all these little happy shapes. There's another one. And very lightly. The lighter they are, it'll look like they're farther and farther away. Very light. Some of them we're going to leave just like they are when we get done. Barely touch. Barely touch. Whisper light. Whisper, whisper. Okay, maybe right on down in here. I don't know. Wherever you want them. Wherever you want them. But darker at the base than at the top. Okay, right on across. That'll give us some nice little background trees. That easy. Tell you what, let's take the knife and I'll go into a little bit of the brown, pull it out, cut across, and just a little tiny roll of paint right out on the edge of the knife. There we go. Now, just put the indication here and there, a few little trunks. And all I'm doing is just touching the canvas. Let the canvas pull off what it wants. It'll give you back what's left. There. Just here and there. We're not looking for a lot of distinct shapes. Just some little indications. You can just take the clean point of the knife, scratch in all kind of happy little things. Now, same old dirty round brush. Same old brush. I'm gonna go into a little bit of blue here, a little bit of the crimson, and some white, and just tap it. I'm mixing color right on the brush. Okay, let's go up here. Put some happy little colors in here. And begin deciding where some little highlights are. Just tap them in. Just tap them in. And you can vary this back and forth a little bit between the two colors and put in all kinds of little things. Maybe right in here lives one that it has a little more of the crimson color. It's a little brighter. It shines a little more. You can highlight that with a little bit of white, make it really stand out. Oh, look at there, look at there, look at it. All these little things, just drop them in, wherever you want them. But not a great deal of paint. This is just indications back here. Don't overkill. There, I've added a little bit of Indian yellow right into the same color. Same old dirty brush. Don't overbeat it. Just a little bit of the bright red. Tiniest little bit. Don't beat it too much. Just tap it. Get away from it. Okay, maybe right in here lives a, yep. Just little indications of all kinds of happy things. Little cad yellow added to the brush. And you can make a multitude of things in here. And they should make you happy. Painting should make you happy. Just tapping. Okay, see there? Just tap it. Let's go right up here. There's one that lives right there. So we have some blues and some pinks and some lavenders. Just, we're getting crazy here. All kinds of pretty little colors. Now, a little bit of land back here for all that to set on would be nice. So I'll go right into some Van Dyke brown. Pull that knife across, get that little roll of paint. There we are. And right up in here, I gotta make a big decision. Where's your land live? Just let the knife slide right across, right across. Maybe I'll have some water coming down here. So I'm gonna leave it higher here than here. This water is gonna be moving down. We don't know exactly where it's gonna go. Don't care at this point. But right in there somewhere. Okay, and I'm gonna take a little bit of yellow, a little sap green mixed with it. Let all these little colors just happen, cut across. Let's go right up here. See if that stands out enough. Yeah, nice color, very nice. Just barely grazing the canvas. Just caress it. Okay, and then you could even take a little bit of, tiniest little touch of lighter color. Same basic color nearly, only just lighter. And just whisper, 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 just here and there. Don't get carried away with this. Just to make a few little indications. That's all you need. Okay, and then we could take a fan brush and go into a little of the lavenders and the yellows and greens and all those pretty things. Okay, and a few little bushes that just grow right down, covers up the edge of all this, brings it all together, ties it in. Just ties it all together. There. Maybe a little color, right there. That's pretty. I'm gonna wash your fan brush. And I'll go back with a knife now, and I'm just gonna, once again, just scratch in a few little trunk indications, just here and there. Just here and there. Not overdoing, don't overkill. Wherever you think they ought to be. Okay, that gives us a nice little background to play with, and now we can come up here and really get crazy. And today, let's put some water right in there. And I'm gonna go right into a little bit of the phthalo blue, just load a little on the brush. I think I'll add a little brown to that just to dull it down. Blue and brown. Okay, you see how that's loaded though? Tap it into it. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, I'm gonna come right in here and I'm just adding some blue color. This is just an undercolor. We could care less. Just an undercolor. And we'll go right across the black with it. Even though you can't see it, it's blue there. The blue is there. Now then, let's have some fun. Clean that off real quick. All right, let's go back into the titanium white. I'm gonna load a lot of paint into the brush this time. Pull it across. I'll add a little tiniest touch of blue into that. So it's, now, the important thing here is to pull it and then just on the last stroke give it a little push inward. Let's do that again. Pull it, then last moment push. That puts a little ridge of paint right on the edge of the knife. Now watch here. I want to make the indication of thousands of little ripples. This water is just floating along here and playing la da 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 da, dee 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 dee. Pull it, get that little tiny edge of paint. Now you can't keep playing with this or it'll go away and leave you. There, look at all the little things that happen. Isn't that sneaky? That's one thing we have tried to do continually in all the series is bring you new ideas, new ways of using the equipment, new equipment, whatever. Trying to keep you interested, keep you happy. And most of the shows that we design, believe it or not, come from ideas that people send us. If you have ideas, drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, let's say that goes to about right there. Now then, let's have some fun. I'm gonna go right into a little bit of the dark sienna, a little Van Dyke brown, a little touch of white. Maybe we'll even throw some red into it. Just all these nice warm colors. All right, now right here, in my mind, we're gonna have a nice little tree. Just turn this brush. He lives right there, right there. Let him get lighter and lighter as you work upward. Right here, he's got a friend that lives. Still into the browns. Maybe right on out. Here I'm just using straight brown. Ooh, look at there, comes right out like that now. Let's sort of capture that water back here and hold it in. Maybe, tell you what, maybe. I know what I want to do here today. I'm going to put a tiny little waterfall right there. So we need areas that are higher to contain all this. Yes, a little waterfall. Maybe, let's go right in here. We just throw in some nice dark color in here. Some beautiful little leaves will live up here and come out. See how all this liquid black here, it's done half the work for you already. It's one of the nicest things about it. Super way to use it. Pre-plan your paintings a little bit and think about it. If you're going to have big dark areas, ooh, it can save you a lot of time. A lot of time. There we go. And down in here, we don't care. That's dark enough that we don't care. All right, going to have a waterfall? Let's build a little waterfall. Go into the liquid white, into the firm white with a fan brush. Load a lot of paint into it. Okay, let's go up here. Maybe the water's traveling along. It's a little higher here, so it's bubbling along. Comes here, goes bloop, shoom, and just falls over. See, it helps to make those little sounds. Just let it fall over, fall over. See there? That's simple. A little tiny waterfall, and it gets down here and it hits and splashes and got a little churning action. Just like that. I tell you what, that was so much fun making water like that. Let's do that again. All right, now, 2-inch brush, and all I'm doing is touching. Try to keep these lines basically straight. There we go. All the little foamy things happening, just churning and bubbling, just traveling along here. Maybe it goes, let's have it go right off the canvas here. And just let it wander around till it goes right off there. This is just blue and titanium white. Pale blue, titanium white. There All right. Now we can begin playing. I'm going to get another fan brush here. I have several of them going. Right into the Van Dyke brown. Load it full. Load it full. All right. Right up here, we have an indication of a little tree. So we'll put the indication of a little trunk. Need something to hold that little rascal up. And here they are, here and there. Maybe on the other side over here, back in the woods, maybe there's several trees. They live back here. Little arms on them. We're not looking for a lot of detail yet. All we're looking for is, these will just be little indications, and some of them will sort of show through, and they'll make you happy when you see them. Maybe just the least little touch of an indication of a little highlight here and there. Don't overdo. Too far away. Too far away. Just here and there. Okay. Now, we can go right on back into this old round brush, and I'll put a little yellow ochre in it and some red. Tap them together. Okay, let's go right up here. And a few little indications here. Maybe I'll add a little white to that so it stands out a little better. I don't know if you can see that too great. There, that's a little better. Don't want it to get too bright, but I want you to be able to see it. There we go. Just a few little leaves that hang on that tree and live out here. Okay. Now then, I'm going to take a 1-inch brush and go into some sap green and a little bit of the yellows. Pull it in one direction through there. I want to keep this quite dark also. Okay, let's go up here. Now, right along in here, here's all kinds of little, oh, look at all them little things living right there. See them? See them? There they come. There they come. And back here in the shadows, maybe there's some dark things. Don't want them to get too bright back in here. Stay nice and dark and quiet. But all kinds of little things are happening back here. We know they're there. We know they're there. Let's go on the other side for a second. Here's one here. We need to put a few little happy leaves on him. There they are. Don't overdo. I want to keep this painting quite dark, except out here where it's standing out in the light. All kinds of little things. See, do them in layers. Do them in layers. Layer after layer after layer. Tell you what we need here. We need something to hold that water in. So let's take some brown on our knife and let's just put a little rock right there. Maybe there's some land masses that live right here. Come out. Wherever you want them, drop them in. Over here, maybe there's one. Projects in front of it. See how it pushes all that back? Helps create the illusion of distance. There we go. There. You know, doing the last show of a series is always sort of a sad time for me. I know that I'm going to be finished for a while. But the next series will be started very soon, so we'll be back. We'll be back. And if you've missed any of the previous shows, we have over 90 shows now. That's almost unreal. That's over 45 hours of television. But if you've missed any of them, give your local station a call. Tell them you'd like to see them. They listen to you. Let them know what you want. Okay, let's put a little highlight on some of these stones. Come right out here and just maybe around the edges. There. Just barely grazing. Barely touching. Let all these little things just happen. Okay. Now sometimes it's nice to take a little knife, a little bit of dark color on it, and create the illusion of little ledges here. There. See how you can, yeah, it's just a little better. It gets in there to those little places. All right. Now, let me go back to my 1-inch brush, and let's begin dropping in all these happy little things that live right in here. Look at them. We'll bring them right on down. Tell you what, maybe they just, we don't know where they go. They just go right over like that. That pushes the water over a little. There. Maybe Maybe, tell you what, maybe there's a little bit of land area right down in here. There, just let this all, a little bit of land showing there. Just a pretty little thing. A little green, Indian yellow, yellow ochre, the reds. And this is going to be out in the sun more, so these colors a little, let them shine. Okay, bring us down over here, get a little more color. There's a happy little bush right there. He's got a friend there. And wherever you want him to go, wherever. Okay, you take the point of the knife and just scrape in the little trunk indications, little sticks and twigs. They help add interest to your painting. People think you took a little one-haired brush and worked for weeks in there. And we don't tell them any different either. Shh, secret. There. Okay, let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun. Maybe I'll take this old big brush and just tap into a little color. I'm gonna put just an indication back in here. There's some little leaves that are showing through. Very light. Very little color. Just enough to give a few little indications. Look at there. Okay. Now let's grab our fan brush. I want to put some huge trees in here. Let's have some fun. Go right into the brown. Load that brush full. A lot of paint, both sides. Okay, let's go up here. Maybe an old tree fell over. Boom. You know, trees get tired too. They have to lay down the job just like I do once in a while. He just fell over right there, and tell you what, right here lives, oh my gosh. Does now. Oh, big monster, big tree. Big tree. All we're doing is just getting the paint on the canvas. Big tree. He lives in front of this one that was lazy. Big old tree. Just put him in. Maybe there's an arm that goes here. We don't know. We don't know. And over here, we can't leave this side out. Maybe there's even a stump right here. We don't know what's here. Little stump. This tree's already fell over, and all that's left is his little foots. Big foots, huh? Tell you what, oh, there we go. Put another one there. And in your world, you put as many or as few of these big old trees as you want. You may not want any. If you don't put them in. I just want to show you how to put them in. And then you make the decision. All right, I'm gonna go into some brown and white, a little dark sienna. Just mix it all up here so it's marbled like that. Okay, let's go up here. Now let's begin just laying in the indication of some happy little highlights on this tree. Like so. Just barely touching, letting it bounce. Letting it bounce. Just think where the light would strike. There we go. Look at that. Big old tree. And this one back here, maybe in this one here, maybe there's just a little light singing through, just enough to make this edge shine a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Just a little indication. Let's go over here on this one. We don't want him left out. Touch, give it a little pull. See, let all those little colors just mix. Just mix. There we go. A little bit right in there. I'm gonna add a little bit more white. This one's standing right out here in the light. It'll really make him shine. Now this whole stump, he too would still have a little bark left on him. There, let me clean the knife. Take a little blue and put a little shadow inside of this stump. Look at there. All right, a little bit of that blue, and we'll just touch the other side of the tree. A little reflected light, not much, just here and there. Okay, let's do the same thing on this other big one. Wherever, drop them in, drop them in. Now then, I'm going to take and put some of the liquid black on the palette. Use my liner brush with paint thinner. make this very, very thin. And with that, let's put some happy little tree limbs here and there. Maybe this old tree over here is dead, so we'll just have some nice limbs showing. This is just the liquid black with a little paint thinner. You put as many or as few as you want on your tree. Maybe some of them hang this way too. You know, they got hurt. We decided this old tree was dead, so you can put all kinds of little funny things on it, however many you want. All right, over here on this big one, he's got a few little limbs that grow off the side here too. We don't want him left out. This one does too. Okay, you can go right into the liquid white, put a little highlight on a few of them. Just like so. There. That'll give you an idea how to do that. Now then, just going to take a little bit of green on the brush first, and then right into my yellows. And with that, let's go up here and let's put some leaves on this old big tree. Just sort of let them float around here. Maybe here and there a touch of red. Just let all these big old leaves just float around. There. And at home, you put as many leaves on yours as you want. You can make a very soft, beautiful little area. Lay all these little things in, just like so. And I think with that, we're going to have a completed painting. I'd like to thank you for being with me in this series. I hope we see you again in the very near future. Until then, thanks a million for having me into your home each week. God bless and happy painting.